Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing? Okay, week 2 on the Taster series. How are you going with your nutrition tips after yesterday? I also want you to be making sure that you're contracting your core muscles more throughout the day and that you've got a much more improved contraction of your transverse abdominal muscles. Okay, so this morning I'm going to show you your very basic exercise, which we all know and see as a core Diastasis Recti healing exercise, but it's often done wrong, and often mums are not sure about the breathing throughout the exercise, So, and again, when I watch clients do it, it's generally not done correctly. So I'm going to show you the very basic exercise for core strength, core function, healing your diastasis, and done correctly. So this will be on level 1 of your No More Mummy Tummy Challenge, okay? But again, this is an exercise that generally, for the rest of our lives, we need to come back to, or always just make sure we keep it in a couple of times a week as we start to progress. Okay, so it's your basic leg slide. All right, now, hopefully after the last week or so, you've managed to get your core muscles firing up correctly. So when we're in this position, always just relax your back, relax your shoulders, which I know can be hard if you've got toddlers. So normally they see mum on the floor, boom, straight over to come and jump on. So I want you to just make sure your hips, hip bones nice and relaxed. Everything feels level. Now you should be able to, all the time, just get your hand under the lower part of your back, okay? So you shouldn't easily be able to get it through, and you shouldn't not be able to get it through, okay? So we don't want to see that tilt underneath. Relaxed, and just a soft lumbar curve so you can get your hands through. All right, now you can either keep your hands there, or again, we're going to move them as we go through the exercise and to perfect this exercise, because if you're not doing it right, it's not going to work, okay? And then the rest of your exercises follow on and adapt from this first exercise, okay? So that's why this one's important to get. All right, so let's just start off. You can probably place one hand now just below your rib cage. Feel how soft everything is. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, think about your pelvic floor and transverse abdominals. Now, nothing should change under that part of your hand. You should feel no tension from those upper abdominals as you're doing your pelvic floor and transverse. So what we're going to do with this exercise is different positions where you can place your hands. Keep them under your back for now if you want to. If you're still finding your transverse hard and you need your fingers to help you connect, place them into your hips. So what we do is we take a nice deep breath in, and now as soon as we start to exhale, we switch on your core muscles. So we do that zip up before you've started to move, and it's almost at the exact same time. So you breathe in, exhale, switch them on, make sure they're on, and then you take the leg down and you exhale through that, and then breathe in here. So you must, and then we alternate sides. So again, breathe in, start to exhale, got my pelvic floor on, got my transverse on. And you want to exhale and keep them switched on throughout the leg slide. So if you've just started with these exercises, you have to get your leg back in probably on the count of 2 seconds, otherwise those transverse are going to be switching off. You don't want to be holding it out here and then switching them off, because that's when your back is going to have to work to get your leg back in. Okay, so you can build up as you go through to a 3-second out and in, but you want to make sure you shouldn't feel, as a lot of people asking me, you know, should you feel them at all? When you're doing leg slides, your upper abdominals shouldn't be firing up whatsoever. It's just pelvic floor and transverse. All right, so you do 12 of those, right about 12 reps. Now, watch, this is what you're not supposed to do. Okay, we don't want to see a lift up in the back. Okay, so we don't want to see a movement there. We don't want to see a pelvic tilt to help you slide. That's not correct. We don't want to see your rib cage flare up, and also when you're sliding down and changing sides, you don't want to see or feel any movement in your hips whatsoever. Okay, that means you are not stabilizing your back well by your contraction. Okay, so you need to practice that to keep it still. So this is something else you can practice all this week with those leg lifts and with the ball lifts or your couch lifts. All right, so there you go. That's how you can do your basic leg slides, your initial core exercise correctly. So there's lots of tips there, lots of things to think about for sure. All right, so I want you to put that in place this week, and as you start to look through your programs now on your No More Mummy Tummy Challenge. Okay, so make sure you've signed up, everybody. I think we've got about 150 places left. All right, so we need to get those filled, and you don't want to miss out. Okay, so those of you who have joined, you should all have your access details now, and you should know which levels you're following. Getting everything ready to start on Monday. Okay, everybody, have a fantastic day. Let me know how you go with that basic exercise, switching on, switching off, breathing correctly, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye, everybody.